I don't know. I'm just in a weird mood and this is what I feel like doing. So that's what we're going to do. I wasn't planning to pour candles today, but it's almost like a therapy session in a way. And I feel like I need my spirits lifted. I'm just in the mood, you know? Plus, I'm excited because I just got the HTP 93 wicks in, which I think is going to be a good starting point for my heavier, more robust fragrance oils. My HTP 83s also have been delivered, but I'm going to have to go to the mailbox for those. I don't know. I'm just in a weird mood and this is what I feel like doing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to resist the urge to pour a bunch of candles, even though that's what I want to do. I'm not going to do that because I still feel like I need to be perfecting this SOP with this wax. I've only done one candle with this wax so far, and it did require some heat gunning and things like that after. So I'm only going to do one. Just kidding. I might end up doing more this weekend. I don't know. I gotta be honest, I want to get out of this testing phase. Like, I knew it was going to be a little bit tough, but I am ready to be done with the testing. Let's conclude the testing. But it is important, and I do take it very serious. And I know that doing all this work on the back end will yield a better, safer, superior product in the end that I will be proud of. But it is a tough time over here, okay? It is tough. I'm gonna hurry and get this jar set up. So I can put this over in the box to preheat. Yes, I'm still gonna preheat. Mostly because I think it's more of a help than a hindrance. So it's also 74 degrees in here currently. Sharpie. Actually, hold up. Wait a minute. Let's get some wax really fast. I was thinking that by the time I filmed another pouring session, I would be having a different setup here because I've ordered a bunch of stuff to kind of help my office out a little bit. You know what? I'm going to leave this over. I'm going to leave it over, and we're just going to leave the excess in the tank because it will get used tomorrow, probably. So even though I've been working on that, I obviously haven't received everything yet. So, but I'm really excited to give this space a little bit of a makeover. So the next time, maybe the next time I do any work in here, whether it be diffusers or candles, whatever, hopefully there'll be a different setup for you guys to look at. Grab my tool here. Okay, something more stable and a little bit more space. But I do also do all my editing and computer work and admin stuff in here. So I need to make sure that I have retained that space as well. So, and on top of that, I've had the privilege of purchasing a couple of printers. I needed a thermal printer for shipping eventually because we're getting to the point where I will be thinking about sending out samplers to certain groups of people to kind of sample the product and give me feedback. And I also invested in a EcoTink printer, which I'm really excited about, an inkjet. So I will be able to print all of the stickers and labels and everything that I have been working on in the background as well. So That was a big investment. It's also a big investment in space. So I just have to do a little bit of work to try to make the space work. Okay, which one do I feel like doing today? I know what I'm going to do. Let's do tender hours. Today is May 1st. Happy May to you. This is going to be an HTP 93. And we're going to do 8%. We're labeled Let's Wick It. Okay, so I've got an HTP 93 here. This is my first time using an HTP. I have used EcoWicks twice now with 100% soy and a soy paraffin blend, and I did not like the results either time. So I don't know what it is about them. They curled really hard for me, and that ended up giving me like a really uneven, inconsistent burn, especially with this last tester with the IGI wax 6006. It was just very inconsistent. In the beginning, it looked like it was surging and burning really, really hot, and I was like, oh man, this is overwicked. And I would get like intermittent puffs of black smoke, so I was like, yeah, it's for sure like overwicked. And then the next day, it would seem like it was barely making a flame. The jar was lukewarm. I couldn't get a full melt pool. Never got a full melt pool. Even probably on like day 3 or 4. So I was probably like 12 hours into burning at that point. Still hadn't had a full melt pool. There was still hang up all the way up the jar. So I didn't love it. I do not know why I did it that way. Why didn't you guys stop me? I was just chit-chatting away. It's fine though. We'll make it work. The heck? Bruh. I love this one. Perfect. That never happens. I also want to just say that even though I find the testing process difficult, I enjoy some aspects of it because I enjoy science, and I like math, and I like problem solving, and I like candle making a lot. I really, really love making candles and experimenting with fragrance. But it is can be very discouraging sometimes to feel like you're getting it wrong a lot of the time. There are a lot of days where I think, wow, I'm spending so much time and, to be frank, money on supplies, certain wicks, certain vessels, certain wax, fragrances that just aren't working. And that is discouraging. That's tough. So if you're in the same place, just know that you're not alone. Even if it's not candle making, it's some other craft. Just know that you're not alone in that. I can't have you howling because the baby's sleeping. I'm gonna sit on the chair. But as my sweet husband reminded me recently, he said Rome wasn't built in a day. So we're gonna keep trucking. And there's a couple other quotes that I heard recently. One of them actually was a while ago in a YouTube video. Ironically, it was about creating content, and this creator had said, the only way to be sure that you failed is to quit. So that's tough. That's a tough one to swallow. The only way you can be sure that you failed or that you're going to fail is to quit now before you know. So it's a little contradictory, but you know what I'm saying. if you quit, you know for sure that you failed. You failed yourself before anything else. And the other quote recently that was in a book, actually, it's in a book that I'm still reading, was, I'm not going to be directly quoting either of these, it's just how I remembered it, but it was something to the effect of, the only way to build character is to have something on the line. So that's a tough one too. And that book is Atmosphere, by the way, from Taylor Jenkins Reid. That's what one of the characters in the book says. The only way to build character is to have something on the line. So perceive that how you want. To me, it makes me feel like every time I'm being tested a little bit, I'm building more and more on my character. The more I face challenges with confidence, the more character I will build. Have you guys met my coworker? He usually makes an appearance in my vlogs, but not usually in my pouring sessions, obviously for obvious reasons, but he was howling in the hallway and trying to wake the baby up. So here we are. So we're at perfect. Uh-oh, baby's waking up. Good enough. Good enough. Perfect. 186. Let's add our fragrance. See how quick it cools down? Crazy. Shoot. Okay, so this is just the reality. What happens sometimes. Okay, jar looks good. I had to put my wax back on the hot plate for a minute because it just cooled down way too fast. Okay, it looks like it's right about 170. So we're gonna pour now. That's just the reality of how it goes sometimes. Is it ideal? No. Do I like this hot plate? No. Will I get another one? Probably. Because this stuff happens sometimes. Finished product. Well, that was chaotic, wasn't it? Sometimes that's just how it goes. Life happens. Baby's waking up. Wax is cooling down too quick. What are you gonna do? It's okay. Candle got poured. Now we can move on with life. Here in about 5 or 6 days, hopefully, we will be able to burn this candle and check out these HTP wicks and see how they do with this wax. I'll probably report back later to let you guys know if my SOP worked out okay and if there was a giant sinkhole on this one or not. I feel like my last 6006 candle was like almost worst case scenario. So hopefully this time it turns out looking a little bit better. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you feel so inclined. I would greatly appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who stops by my channel to hang out with me. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Chronicle Home Co. on IG. I'd love to see you guys over there too. Thanks so much for spending your time here. See you again soon.